So the Ranger in our previous playtest was super popular. So our goal in this version is to protect what was popular and then fine-tune some things to hopefully make what is now a beloved class.
Right.
We've talked about it being our most improved. We want to keep that momentum going. So the main changes here is we have replaced at low level the expertise feature that we had in the previous playtest with a feature called Deft Explorer. It's a nod to a feature that we introduced in Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. And in this feature, it includes expertise, but then also some of the terrain choice that people enjoyed from the 2014 Ranger. It's been framed in a new way, so it can be more broadly applicable, but people did want a little bit of that in-world flavor restored, and we were glad to do it. The Ranger also now gets weapon mastery, and will get to enjoy trying out weapon mastery properties, whether they're an up-close dual-wielding ranger, a far-off ranger, or something in between. And we've also built into the class the acquisition of the Conjure Barrage spell. It is now a ranger-exclusive spell that explicitly works with melee weapons as well as ranged weapons, and has had its damage increased. And so it's essentially a new spell. I think Rangers are going to have a lot of fun using it to essentially spray magical blades or arrows or whatever their weapon of choice is across the battlefield. We also have tweaked Hunter's Mark to make it not only Ranger exclusive, but also if you cast it with higher level slots, its damage now goes up. Hunter's Mark, though, also now has its damage limited to only once per turn. We've known for quite some time that Hunter's Mark, if its extra damage is exploited too many times on a turn, actually causes it to be more powerful than it should be for a first level spell. We made a similar change to the Hex spell in the previous Unearthed Arcana, where, again, that extra damage needs to be activated no more than once per turn. But then that's also why in both spells we've made it so that that damage goes up if you invest a higher level spell slot in the casting. We also have in the Ranger a entirely new version of the Beastmaster. And a big piece of this was previewed in Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, where we introduced alternative versions of the Beast's companions. Well, now we've unveiled what the whole subclass looks like, incorporating those primal beasts into the subclass itself.
We've got the Gloom Stalker.
Yes. The Gloom Stalker, which originally was in Xanathar's Guide to Everything, has emerged from the darkness into this playtest with a number of really fun enhancements.
Right.
So people are going to see a new version of a Xanathar's Guide subclass here and get to try it out. And we've also made some changes to the Hunter subclass, which appeared in the previous playtest. The main feedback we got on the new version of the Hunter was that people wanted to see some of the feature options return that appeared in 2014. So we have happily brought those back. And what we've done is then focus on the best ones. One of the reasons why in the previous playtest we experimented with removing the options is that we knew some of the options in the 2014 Hunter were suboptimal and were essentially traps. Well, now, rather than getting rid of the options and just including what we thought was the best option in sort of the broader context of the subclass, we've brought back the ability for you to choose among a menu of options, but what we've done is preserve only the good ones and have now also let you even double up on some of the options that used to be mutually exclusive. So they used to be like there would be 3 options and you could only pick one of them. We've now given the hunter the ability at a higher level to go back to that submenu and pick another one. So what we have found in our playtests is this now makes the hunter even juicier than before, and I think people are going to really enjoy it.